Oh my God. I cannot believe this has not occurred to me before. Perez Hilton here, and I'm not a lawyer, but I could have been, and a great one. It seems highly likely to me that Justin Baldoni's attorney would subpoena Blake Lively's dragon, Taylor Swift, and all of their text message communications about It Ends With Us. Taylor has been very loyal to Blake, but she values her privacy so much. And I know Taylor Swift would not want to testify or even have her private text exchanges blasted out to the world for the public to read and scrutinize. Who knows what she said about him? His lawyers last night filed an amended lawsuit against the Woody Allen apologist, and they included a bunch of new information as well as an extensive timeline of all the drama. I've been sharing with you all in many videos today everything that has come out, and I'm not done yet. Let's pick up where we left off. August 25th, 2023. As promised, Baldoni reaches back out to Lively and shares with her his favorite scenes. This is after she had been requesting to see the dailies, all of the footage shot. Very unusual request for an actress to make of a director. He expressed his excitement to show her more in person when they resume production. A day later, Lively disregards the note about the film and instead thanks him for the matcha machine. On August 25th, he texted her, "You're so fantastic in the film. I'm sending you over one of my favorite selections. I won't be posting or sending anything to anyone after this, but I'm excited to show you more in person when we come back." She did not like that, so instead she just said, "Thank you so much for the matcha machine." I'm assuming he sent that to her for her birthday. He had texted her this day, "Happy birthday, Blake," and then went into the movie. He said, "Enjoy." Now we fast forward from August 25th to October 17th, 2023. Lively's agent and manager reach out to Heath, his producing partner, requesting that Baldoni fly to New York to show Lively the assembly cut of the film. Heath responds that Baldoni is not available to travel at that time, but looks forward to showing her the rough cut when they resume production shortly. Uh-oh. You don't want to mess with her and her dragons. She's not getting her way. I can only imagine what happens next. November 8th now. In anticipation of the SAG strike ending soon, Heath reaches out to Lively's representative to share her shooting schedule, which was set to resume on November 15th. November 9th, Heath reaches out to Lively's lawyer about getting aligned, informing her that production was on the ground in New Jersey and eager to get started. Which is odd. Why is his producing partner reaching out to her lawyer and not the agent or manager? But whatever. November 9th. On the very day the SAG-AFTRA strike ended, Baldoni, the studio, and the producers were eager to resume production. However, their plans were disrupted by an unexpected email from Lively's lawyer. The email contained a 17-point list of non-negotiable conditions that Lively demanded be met before her return to work. The list, both in tone and content, appeared to insinuate or outright allege that Baldoni, Heath, and others had engaged in sexually inappropriate conduct during filming. These claims were entirely unfounded and a deliberate attempt to insinuate improper conduct by Baldoni and Heath, forcing them to sign as is without objection if Lively was to resume filming. Now that I've been reading this thoroughly, the timing makes so much more sense. She didn't get what she wanted, and she's using this, a theory, she's using this as the leverage that she needs. This is her leverage to get what she wants. What does she want? Control, the dailies, decision-making power. All right, we've seen, her list of demands before. Don't need to get into all that. November 10th, Heath contacted Sony to gather their perspective on the 17-point list of return to work conditions, aiming to ensure that any feedback or concerns from their team were also addressed. Sony's counsel shared their point of view as outlined in the email below. The representative from Sony seemed very confused by her demands, literally. Am I misinterpreting her comment, says the Sony rep. Item 14 is another question mark, since it sounds like she approved the engaged stunt double. And for item 16, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, again, another clarification point. This lawyer, I'm assuming, for Sony is so confused by her list of demands. But then carefully adds, further, as discussed, overall, the tone of the response has to be part denying the underlying insinuations, allegations, but doing so in a way that doesn't inflame or escalate further, since most of what's on the list Wayfarer is acknowledging, addressing. They're all so afraid of her. And, of course, any unease on her part is of paramount concern to the production, and you all are committed to working with her to ensure that she's comfortable with the plan and execution of the next few weeks in order to complete photography, right? November 10th, a producer emails Heath and other members of production to notify them that Lively would be available starting December 5th. They also share that Lively would like to see new script pages and a one-liner. These demands, presented separately as the lawyers were discussing the 17-point list, had nothing to do with safety and appeared to be another condition before Lively would return to production. They were further addressed in an email between Wayfarer's attorney and Lively's attorney the following day. November 11th, Production Counsel responds clarification and stating Wayfarer, Sony, and production respectfully acknowledge that your client has concerns regarding safety, professionalism, and workplace culture. Although our perspective differs in many aspects, ensuring a safe environment for all involved is paramount, irrespective of differing viewpoints. November 11th, while working through Lively's protection letter for her return to work, Wayfarer Counsel, seeking to keep the production on track, reaches out to Lively's lawyer, agent, and manager to send over the requested production materials, a one-liner, schedule, new script, pages, etc. Additionally, Wayfarer Counsel sought to coordinate a time for Lively to view the rough cut, as promised, all in an effort to maintain production progress. November 13th. After some back and forth with Lively's counsel, Lively's camp response made it clear that the list was not open for negotiation. November 15th. In light of learning that Lively would not be available for a November shoot, production reworked the schedule to begin in December instead. Heath shared the director's notes, the updated schedule, and notes regarding the rough cut with Lively's agent. They capitulate to one of her demands. November 20th, a Sony executive notifies Wayfarer that Lively has approved the A-list producer and introduces him to Baldoni and Heath. So she wanted a big Sony exec to be there. And there's still so much more. I will be keeping you informed and updated with everything else as I work through this. So stay tuned for much more. And until then, let me know what you think of all of this in the comments section.